to discuss about the normality. So what is meant by the normality, ma? Any one of you? So what is meant by the normality? So based on that, we are having some of the questions also previous year papers. Based on the normality, we have some questions. What is meant by the normality means here? The number of equivalent weight of the solute present in 1 liter of solution is called as a normality. Okay. How we can calculate the number of equivalence means here? So given weight by equivalent weight. So first of all, what is meant by the equivalent weight? What is meant by the equivalent weight means molar mass or molecular weight by N factor. So in that one, what is meant by the N factor means here? N factor is nothing but acidity, basicity, or number of electrons transferred in a chemical reaction. Okay. If you know the N factor means from that one we can calculate the equivalent weight. Okay. So based on this one, we have a one previous year question here. So what is the previous year question means here? Let us see, ma. Here, so what is the equivalent weight of the KMnO4? Okay, so what is the question means here? Equivalent related question mark. So what is the equivalent weight of what is the equivalent weight of KMnO4 in acidic medium? Okay, so option A is the M value, option B is M by 3, option C is M by 5, option D is none. So this is the question. Okay, so sometimes in place of M they are giving as a M is equal to, they are giving as a 158 grams. Actually molar mass of the KMnO4 is equal to 158. Okay, these two methods they are asking the question in JEE level. How we can calculate the equivalent weight? So today's number is more, just I want to see the list. Samhita, Shrita, Ishika is not joined. Okay. So how we can calculate? What is the answer in this one? What is the answer? Any guess? First of all, to find out the answer means first we have to know what is the oxidation number. First we have to calculate the N factor. But question what they're asking here. So what is the equivalent weight of the KMnO4 in acidic medium? Okay, in acidic medium means N factor we have to calculate. Sir, how we can calculate the N factor means first we have to know the molecular formula. KMnO4 minus. Okay, in acidic medium, KMnO4 minus is converted into Mn plus 2. It is converted into manganese Mn plus 2. So first of all, what is the oxidation state of the manganese in this one means here? Plus 7. In KMnO4, what is the oxidation state of the manganese means plus 7. In product, what is the oxidation number? Plus 2. Okay, plus 7 to plus 2, how many electron difference it is there, ma? How much difference it is there? Plus 7 to plus 2?
5.
5. Somebody there giving answer. Samhita, very good. So what is the how much difference is there means 5. Then what is the answer for this one? N factor is equal to 5 in this question. So what is the N factor means? N factor is equal to 5. Then equivalent weight is equal to molar mass by N factor only, na? What is the molar mass by N factor means? M by 5 only, na answer. So what is the answer, ma? C is the answer. Got the clarity?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and one more example for you. Let us see. So what is another example means here in this one? What is another example means here? So what is the equivalent weight of the sulfuric acid? So I will ask known one. What is the equivalent weight of the sulfuric acid? Any one of you? Otherwise, can I explain clearly? Okay. So here equivalent weight we are going to be explained with respect to the acid. First N factor we are taking as here. N factor we are taking as a basicity. Sir, what is mean by the basicity means here the number of OH minus ions are required to remove the H plus ions is called as a basicity. Okay. So basicity we are taking for acids. Basicity we are taking for acids. Okay. So for example, I'll give some examples. For example, HCl it is there. In HCl, how many H plus ions are there? Very good, good. Number is going to be increases. Very good. Samhita only, yeah. No problem. I think so. She is having network problem. Right, ma'am. Yeah. So what is the basicity of the HCl? Priyanka? Shrita? What is the basicity in HCl?
Sir, 1.
1. Very good, ma. So that means N factor is equal to, we can write as a 1 only, na? So because of number of OH minus ions are required to remove the H plus ions means here HCl is containing only one H plus ion. So one OH minus ion is required to remove the H plus. Then N factor is equal to 1. And one more question. Okay. So what is the N factor in H2SO4? What is the N factor in H2SO4? Okay. If N factor is equal to 2 and if it is, they are given as a H3PO4. So what is the N factor in H3PO4? N factor. So what is the N factor in phosphoric acid? Nice. Good, Samhita. Good, Samhita. Very good, ma. Very good. Okay. So what is the N factor for the phosphoric acid means here? 3, ma. So because of in phosphoric acid, how many hydrogens we can remove means here? We can remove the 3 hydrogens. We can remove here 3 hydrogens. Okay. Now, one more question I'm going to be asked, which is related to JEE level. H3PO2 in this one. What is the N factor? H3PO3. Anyone of you can guess? N factor is equal to in H3PO2 N factor. In H3PO3 N factor. Samhita is super fast today. Very good, Samhita. Very good one. Samhita, in H3PO2 N factor is 2. Sriyuta, do you have any idea about this one? Okay, ma. Anyway, I'm going to be explaining to you. So first one, H3PO2, the N factor is based on the structure in this one. Sir, how you're telling that means in H3PO2, phosphorus is the central atom. Phosphorus is directly attaches to the one oxygen. Phosphorus is directly attaches to the one oxygen. Okay. And so remaining how many oxygens are there in H3PO2? It has only one oxygen. Okay. That oxygen is directly connected with the hydrogen also. And remaining 2 hydrogens are directly attaches to the phosphorus. The hydrogens which are directly attaches to the phosphorus, that it comes outside in the form of H minus, but not the H plus. But not the H plus. According to that one, in a given molecule H3PO2, what is the N factor? Means N factor is equal to 1. Sir, how you are telling that means? So the hydrogen which is attaches to the oxygen, that is only it comes outside in the form of H plus. Okay, but not the hydrogen which is attaches to the phosphorus. So according to that one, how many H plus ions are we can get means here? We can get only 1. Then N factor is equal to 1. Similarly, in H3PO3 also. In H3PO3, what is the N factor? In H3PO3.
2.
Shriyuta, very good, ma. Very good, ma. N factor is equal to 2. Rishita and Priyanka. You got the clarity? Do you have any doubt in this one?
No, sir.
Very good, Priyanka. So P is equal to, so phosphorus directly attaches to the one oxygen and remaining it has the 2 oxygens are there. In the 2 oxygens are attached with the 2 hydrogens, OH and OH and here H. Then total number of H plus ions means here 2. Then N factor is equal to 2. So this is the one type of the questions we can find out to equivalent weight. Okay, and N is equal to basicity. N is equal to basicity. What is another one means here? N is equal to basicity. If N you acidity you can take. The N is equal to, you can take as a acidity. And if you take as a acidity. Sir, which one we are taking for the acidity means here for bases. For bases. What is mean by the acidity means the number of H plus ions are required to remove the OH minus ions is called as a acidity. What is the acidity means here? Acidity is nothing but the number of H plus ions are required to remove the OH minus ions is called as a acidity. Now let us see. Here, for example, NaOH is there. So what is the acidity of the NaOH? What is the N factor in this one? What is the N factor? Priyanka.
1, sir.
Very good, ma. Rishita, in calcium hydroxide. So what is the N factor? Rishita. Rishita, what is the N factor in calcium hydroxide? Next. Sangeeta is giving super answer, but she is giving answers. Okay. Right, ma'am. In calcium hydroxide, N factor is equal to 2. In calcium hydroxide, N factor is equal to 2. And in aluminum hydroxide, N factor is equal to 3. Sir, how you're telling that N factor is equal to 3 means here, because of in aluminum hydroxide, how many OH minus ions are there? Means we have a 3 OH minus ion. So we need 3 H plus ions to remove the 3 OH minus ion. Due to that reason only, N factor is equal to 3. Okay, and one more. So what is another N factor means? How to calculate the N factor means based on the highest charge present on cation or anion. Sir, when we can take this one means here, whenever they had given as a salt. For example, Na2CO3 they had given sodium carbonate. In sodium carbonate, what is the N factor? Or what is the equivalent weight of the sodium carbonate? Any one of you? So for that one, first we have to know ionization equation. So what is the ionization equation means here? So 2 moles of the Na plus CO3 2 minus. So which one is the highest number? Either 1 or 2. Which one is the bigger number in this one? Priyanka? Sriyuta?
2.
M by 6. By 6. Samhita, wrong ma. M by 6 is the wrong answer. Okay. So 2 ma here. What is the bigger number means 2. Hence equivalent weight is equal to, we can write as a M by 2 is the answer. M by 2 is the answer. Okay. And one more question ma here. So what is the another question means here? What is the one more question means here? For example, if I had given FeCl3, so what is the equivalent weight of the FeCl3? Let's consider molar mass of the FeCl3 is M. Then what about the N factor? Any guess?
3.
Very good, ma. Very good, Sriyata. So what is the N factor in this one means here? 3. Sir, how you are telling that 3 is the N factor means FeCl3 is undergoes the ionization means it forms as a Fe plus 3 plus 3Cl minus. Okay, so minus 1. If you see the minus 1 and 3, which one is the bigger number means 3. Then N factor becomes as a 3. Okay, so this is the one method we are going to calculate the N factor in a salts. And another method also it is there. So what is the another method means based on the balancing of the equation. Now, whatever the question we solve based on here, KMNO4, that is balancing of the equation. That is based on here, balancing of the equation. If you know the balancing of the equation is from that also we can calculate the equivalent weight. Okay, that is only we can call as a number of electrons transferred in a chemical reaction. Okay, either it may be undergoes the oxidation or it may be undergoes the reduction reaction. Okay, so that anyway, redox reactions we are going to be studying next chapter only. There we are going to study about the number of electrons transferred in a chemical reaction. There also once again I'll discuss about the equivalent weight with respect to the number of electrons transferred in a chemical reaction. Okay, so until here you got na. And one more question they're asking. Okay, now we had seen the molarity, normality, mole fraction also we had seen. Okay, and what is another important concentration term we are having means here? So one is molality. What is another one means here? Molality. Okay. Another one we are discussing as here, molality. So molality can be represented. Molality can be represented with small m. How we can define as a molality? Molality is defined as number of moles of solute. Number of moles of solute present in 1 kg of solvent. 1 kg of solvent. Okay, so number of moles of solute present in 1 kg of the solvent is called as a molality. Okay, how you going to calculate the number of moles? Number of moles can be represented with small n also. Hence, we can write as a n by, so then weight of the solvent in kg. Okay, weight of solvent in kg also we can write. Okay, so this also we can write. How we can calculate the number of moles? Srita, how you can?
Number of particles got a number or the given mass by gram molar mass.
Very good, ma. So number of moles we can calculate by here, given weight by or given mass by molar mass. Given mass by molar mass. Okay, if you know that one. So according to that one, how we can simplify the formula means molality is equal to weight by molecular weight into. So we are converting into the grams here. How many grams means 1000 grams divided by, so weight of the solvent in grams. Weight of solvent in grams. Okay, so this is the formula we are using to calculate molality. Same formula we are using in solutions chapter also. Sir, where we are using this formula in the solutions means colligative properties are there. In the colligative properties, everywhere we are writing as a molality only. Okay, so what is the formula? What is the formula it represents as a molality means molality is equal to weight by molecular weight into, so 1000 by weight of the solvent in grams. Okay, and so we have one more formula which is asked in the previous NEET-JEE question mark here. Okay, so what is the formula means? What is the formula? It represents a relationship between molality, molarity, and density. Okay, so what is the question they asked means here? So which of the following which formula is represents? The formula is represents the relationship between molality, molarity, and density. So this is the previous year question. This is the previous year question. Okay. So for that one, they had given us some different formula. Directly, I'm writing as a formula here. Sir, what is the formula means here? M is equal to 1000 into M divided by capital M divided by D into 1000 minus of molarity into molecular weight. Actually, this is the formula. Okay. So for this one, how they give in the examination means here 1 by small m is equal to 1 by small m is equal to d by capital M minus of molecular weight of the solute divided by 1000. So in this formation they had given is both are same or different. Once you check it out, actually this is the question they asked in the previous JEE exam. Is both are same or different? I think so all are math students only. Immediately you have to tell. Same, sir. Very good. Very good, ma. What about Sweeta? Both are same or different?
They are the same, sir.
Both are same here. But if they had given the examination, don't get confused here. Okay, so don't get confused. So that's why I wrote as a both methods here. So by the calculation in solutions, we are writing as a molality is equal to 1000 into m by d into 1000 minus half. So molarity into molecular weight. To make you confuse in the examination, they had given as a 1 by m is equal to d by capital M minus molecular weight by 1000. Okay, clear? And here some other questions also they're asking the examination based on this concentration terms here. What is the question they're asking means here, which of the following concentration terms are depends upon temperature? Okay, for example, I'll write four concentration terms here, which is related to the exam previous question. Okay, is related to which is related to the previous question. For example, I had given as a some mole fraction, and second one is molality, third one is molarity, fourth one is normality. Now the question is like as a multi-correct one here in this one. So which of the following concentration terms are depends upon the temperature? That is my first question. Which of the Anita? Hi Anita. Anita, hi. So she's not responding. Okay, so no problem. Now, so once you check it out here. So Priyanka, what is the answer for the question? Which of the following concentration terms are depends upon the temperature? Hi, ma. Okay. Right. Oh, Samhita already there. She has given answer. No problem. So good, ma, Samhita. Okay. So which of the following concentration terms are depends upon the temperature? Priyanka also she has given. Priyanka, one more also it is there, man. Normality, along with the normality, one more answer also it is there. It is multi-correct answer. Sriyuta, make it fast. Sir, what are the answer for this one means here? Molarity and normality are depends upon the temperature. Okay. Sir, how you are telling that means here? Molarity we can write as n by v value. And normality also we are writing as a equivalent weights by volume. And according to the Graham's law, Charles law, according to the Charles law, V is directly proportional to the temperature. So that means we are taking as a inversely proportional. So molarity and normality both are depends upon the temperature. So which of the following concentration terms are independent on the temperature means mole fraction and molality are independent on temperature. Independent on temperature. Okay, so this is the example. So these two are depends upon temperature. Depends upon temperature. Okay, so this is the one concentration terms which questions we are having here. Okay, and calculations also it is there. Simple calculations and formula based calculations only they're asking the examination book. Okay, but you have to know how to convert the formula. Okay, if you know that one means it is easily to find out the answer. Okay, if you don't know the formula means it is not possible to find out the answer. Clear? Next, and one more important point is that, and previous yearly they had given, that is recently 2023 also they had given question here. So on which concept they asked the question means here, limiting reagent. Limiting reagent. Sir, what is mean by the limiting reagent means here? In this one, the substance which is completely consumed in a chemical reaction is called as a limiting reagent. Okay. In a chemical reaction, the reactant which is completely consumed is called limiting reagent. Okay, so for that one I'll give one example here. That kind of questions also it is there. Okay, now let us see in this one. For example, I'm taking as a ammonia. When the nitrogen gas, formation of ammonia, how the ammonia is going to be formed? Ammonia is formed by reacting of the nitrogen gas with excess of hydrogen. Okay, so 3 moles of the hydrogen. Okay, 3 moles of the hydrogen gas. It forms as a 2 moles of the ammonia gas. Okay, now let us see here 1 mole of the nitrogen gas reacts with 3 moles of the hydrogen gas, then only it forms as a 2 moles of the ammonia gas. How many moles it is formed here? 2 moles. In place of 3 moles of the hydrogen gas, in place of 3 moles of the hydrogen gas, if they had given excess, amount of the hydrogen, excess amount of hydrogen. If it is excess amount of the hydrogen gas also, it forms as a 2 moles of the ammonia. But which one is the limiting reagent? Srita or Priyanka? Which one is the limiting reagent, Samhita, very good today super fast Samhita. So nitrogen is the limiting reagent. Okay, so which one is the limiting reagent means here? Nitrogen is limiting reagent. Nitrogen is limiting reagent. Sir, why we can call as a nitrogen is the limiting reagent means here? Sir, 1 mole of the nitrogen is completely converted into the 2 moles of the ammonia. That means nitrogen is completely, it undergoes to the chemical reaction and it is converted into the product. But we have an excess amount of the hydrogen it is there. So then which one is completely consumed in a chemical reaction is only we can call as a limiting reagent only. That's why in this question, which one is the limiting reagent means nitrogen is the limiting reagent. Same question slightly I am modifying in this one here. Okay, if I had taken excess amount of nitrogen gas, it is reacts with 3 moles of the chlorine. If it is 3 moles of the chlorine, okay, so what is the product it is formed and which one is the limiting reagent? Directly I'll write the reaction. It forms as a 2 moles of the NCl3. In this one, which one is the limiting reagent?
Chlorine.
Chlorine. Very good, Sriyuta. Very good one. Which one is the limiting reagent? Means chlorine is the limiting reagent. So chlorine, 3 moles of the chlorine, it can react only 1 mole of the nitrogen gas. Okay, but which one excess it is there? Means nitrogen is excess it is there. Okay, so nitrogen here in that one, which one is we can consider it as a limiting reagent? Means chlorine it can be called as here limiting reagent. Limiting reagent. So now you got the clarity. Still anyone you having doubt? No, na? And the last but not least, ma, in this one, the last in this chapter, last concept is empirical formula and molecular formula. Okay, empirical formula and molecular formula. Empirical formula and molecular formula. Molecular formula. So based on this one also, you are having some of the previous year questions. Sir, what is mean by the empirical formula? What is mean by the empirical formula? Empirical formula is it gives the information about the elements which are present in a compound. Okay, empirical formula is it represents the elements present in a molecule. Present in a molecule. Okay, present in a molecule. So then what about the molecular formula means here? Molecular formula, it gives exact information of atoms present in a molecule. Present in a molecule. Okay, for example, what is the simple one means here? Let us see. I'm writing as a butane. Sorry, butene. What is the molecular formula of the butene? Any one of you? Butene. What is the molecular formula of the butene?
C4H8.
C4H8. Okay, C4H8 is the molecular formula. Then what about the empirical formula of the butene means we can write as a CH2. Okay, so what is the empirical formula of the butene means here? CH2. Sir, what is the relationship between the empirical formula and molecular formula means here? Molecular formula is equal to empirical formula into N. In this one, N is nothing but number of moles here. Okay, if you want to check it out, means once you check it out, either what is the N value? By using this 2, 1, we can calculate the N value. Sir, how we can calculate the N value means here, in this one, we have to take as a weight. Okay, now empirical formula weight. What is the empirical formula weight of the CH2? 14 grams. Carbon atomic mass is 12 and 2 hydrogens. It becomes as a 14. Then what is the molecular mass of the butane? 12 into 4. 12 fours, 48. 12 fours, 48. And how many hydrogens are there? 8 hydrogens are there. 1 into 8 is equal to 8. Now if we add together means how much we'll get? 16 and 56. So the molecular mass of the butane is equal to 56. That I am writing as a 56. Okay. Empirical formula weight is equal to 14 into N. Then N is equal to molecular formula weight by empirical formula weight. 14. 14 ones, 14 fours. Then N is equal to 4. Now if you multiply CH2 with 4, if you multiply with 4 means what is the formula you will get? Formula you will get as a C4H8 only, na? Either you will get as a C4H8 or not. You get it or not? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sir, how we can calculate? Very good, ma. So how we can calculate empirical formula, molecular formula, empirical formula and molecular formula means first we have one concept. Just I'll check it out whether the question it is there. One question I'll check it out. Okay. In previous years they had given my questions. Okay. I will show one question ma, how to calculate 100%. Okay. So because of it is also very important. Based on this one also we are having the questions. I think so. Network is slow. All of you getting my voice?
Yes, sir.
Everyone. So all of you understood my concept or not? Anita, Samhita, Priyanka also left. Okay. Anita, you joined very late. Okay. Do you understand what I taught? Okay. So here they had explained ma. Stepwise they explain here. Right now. So we'll do one thing. So tomorrow I will explain the questions based on this one or two here. Okay. So this is about the some basic concepts of chemistry. Okay. So hope so everyone you may understood this one. So either you understood this whole chapter.
Yes, sir.
Anita, you joined very late. Okay. You will have some previous videos classes, ma. Better to go through that one. It may be help to you. And Samhita, what about you?
What, sir?
Yeah, now I'm getting your voice. So whole class I didn't get. Okay, now you understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma. So then we'll come tomorrow. We are going to start redox reactions chapter. Okay. So before going to the redox reactions, so we will discuss some questions based on the empirical formula and molecular formula. Okay, ma.
Okay, sir.
Right, ma. So see you all. Thank you all. Okay, we'll continue by tomorrow class.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye.